Hello my friends, this is Mark from superagates.com. I've got one more pallet to unload from El Paso. These are barrels, not bags, so there's a little bit of the same sort of thing, but it's still fun to look inside what I've got. I've got some stuff for tumbling. I think I've got some Brazilian agates in there, so we'll have a look and see what we've got. So let's do this and have a look. Okay, so I have 4 barrels here. I guess I will need a little water on some of it. So to begin with, I have a barrel full of Brazilian agates. And these are the Brazilians, they're very old. It's all the Brazilian he had, but they're the right size for cutting by hand. I was thrilled to see these. I'm about as excited about this as I am a lot of things, but there's a whole barrel of them. This might be about as big as they get in there. And even that I can cut by hand. So a whole barrel of nothing but Brazilian agate. And in addition, I have a barrel of crushed mookaite for tumbling. So that's what this is crushed mookaite for tumbling. One less piece. There's a lot of it that's really small, and at first I thought, I don't want that, it's not good for tumbling. And then I thought, wait a minute, I use this small stuff a lot. It's perfect for cushion. But a whole barrel of that. So I've got 2 barrels of the same sort of thing there. Then I got some things that were a little different. This, I believe, is a piece of dumortierite. I love the blue color. So when I have a chance to buy dumortierite, I do it. Dumortierite. And look at this piece here, even without being wet. Look at that piece for color. Now, is there a sphere in that, or 2, 3, 4? But that is spectacular stuff. It's from Mexico. And I believe it was found near the Crazy Lace claim. It's a little heavy to be holding up, but it is a lovely, lovely piece. Very happy with that. And this is something they call cotton candy. And that is a beautiful multicolored vuggy. There is a sphere or 2 in this that will be spectacular. Cotton candy, never had it, never used it. We're going to find out. Here's another variety, and I've forgotten the name of this. It's, as you can see, there's eyes in it here. Very colorful, very vivid. I don't think it's as hard as some of the others. It's a rhyolite. It's like bird's eye rhyolite. It was found near it, but it's a little more colorful, a little different. So I thought, there's a sphere in this too. Beautiful piece of material. Another piece of dumortierite. Can't complain there. More of the Brazilian. underneath one of these barrels undoubtedly is some obsidian, and the obsidian did have a nice rainbow effect. Small size, but it's probably under one of these barrels, because I don't recall having 2 barrels of Brazilian, though I'd be thrilled if I did. So what do we got in here? The reason I came to El Paso. Botryoidal crazy lace. Let's hope that I get as good a results as I did before. I can't imagine that I wouldn't. Looks lovely, has a little bit of gold showing. It's going to make some very good contrasting eyes. That's to die for. This whole bag is full of the same material. Can sort of get an idea of how it looks when you look at the edge. This is the top, that's all calcite there covering these knobs. And there's a little bit of yellow showing there. Shows red here, but you can see it breaks off here. It's actually yellow underneath. And yellow and gold are really good colors, so a lovely piece to be working with. Oh, another really nice one. It's sort of domed in a way. It doesn't have a lot of color. Has a little line of green in there. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. But this whole bag is full of that material. Just full of it. Lovely stuff. Oh, I don't even have to cut this one. Here we go again. I bought a lot of this material because you never know when you can get it again. I mean, look at the eyes here. Beautiful eyes. This is calcite covering eyes. You can see eyes there. There's not a lot of color in it, but if you look on some edges, you see some green. And I won't know how to look until I grind it, but boy, I couldn't get enough of this. If I could have bought a ton more, I would have. Another piece of the same material. It's not good for slabbing because it's sort of junky in there. The top is where it's at. You can sort of see an eye poking out there. But there's a lot of good stuff here. Really good stuff. Whole bag of it. I could not be happier. And back to the same material. It doesn't make me unhappy. Now this is a really, really nice piece. Very little calcite showing on top. Eyes everywhere. And look at the contrasting bands. This will make a spectacular piece. Just spectacular. Oh, it is so much fun to look at it again. I knew I bought a lot of it. I just didn't know how good it was. Here's another piece. Essentially, I just looked if they had eyes, because it's hard to know exactly what will be inside. This doesn't look like there's a lot of contrast, but you don't really know till you break it down and grind it off. When I make these pieces, the real work is preparing it for the tumbler. There's some work in tumbling, but the real work is to prepare it for the tumbler. Another beautiful piece. Just look at that piece, all the eyes in there. Some nice contrast. There's a lot of good pieces in here. I picked them all out, so essentially, if there's one that isn't good, it's my fault. Okay, so what do we have here? I believe this is dumortierite again. Beautiful color. Beautiful color. It's a nice size sphere in one of these. Nothing but great. Or slabs. Dumortierite is a beautiful material. And lo and behold, guess what's in here? More crazy lace. More crazy lace. Well, or is it? Look at that purple color there. I'm not sure what this is. This could be very interesting. Makes me wonder on that. I thought it was crazy lace, but it is not. I believe it's a mixture of different things. It's another one of those bags or boxes that I bought that was a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So this is crazy lace. Beautiful color here. Even some on the back side. So another lovely piece. But this really makes me wonder what it is. I'm going to have to set that aside. If it comes out, I'll wish I had more of it. Oh, this is banded amethyst. If you know anything about me, I'm a sucker for amethyst. Anything with amethyst, I'll buy. So I bought a bag of this to see how it would cut, see how fractured it is. It is just to die for, beautiful. So happy I have it. I got a small bag of it. That's this. And while I was looking around, I found something else that I don't normally get. And that's the tiger iron from Australia. And these are nice big pieces. I just don't normally get the chance to buy it. So it's a huge yard. And in that yard, I found, I think, 5 pieces. Thrilled to get this too. I mean, just look at that. That is lovely. I'm going to be happy with this material. And this, I believe, is K2. So I was told it sure looks like it to me. And this has more eyes and more beautiful eyes than I'm accustomed to seeing. So I was thrilled to buy that piece as well. Just gorgeous material. Another piece of the banded tiger iron from Australia. I got a piece of red jasper from Africa. My friend Tom there has become quite a tumbling aficionado. He's known for tumbling petrified wood from Arizona, but he's looking to expand, and he had done some of this material, so it came out beautifully, as red as I've seen. So I had to at least buy a piece to see how it turned out. If you can buy a piece and try it out, that's really quite a nice thing, because then you know whether you should buy it or not. More banded iron from Australia. Here's a piece of tiger eye. Tiger eye is another one that I just can't say no to. I'm very picky on what I buy, but this is just lovely stuff. That's going to make some beautiful stuff. Only got one piece, a whole piece. And there's about just a little less than a third of a barrel of rose quartz from Madagascar. And I have uses for this material too. It's pretty stuff, lovely pink color. The kind of thing that color is what I really like, as does everybody. So a little bit of everything in this. I got some banded iron, banded tiger iron from Australia. I got some sphere material. I got tumbling mookaite. I got a whole bunch of Brazilian that I mean, this is the kind of stuff you dream about finding. Looking around, I had no idea that he'd have this. In fact, he wasn't really strong on agates. And in one of these two barrels is approximately 2/3 of a barrel of obsidian. Now I know it's not very exciting when I don't have it to show you, but sometime I'll have some finish and you can see it on the website. So at any rate, I had a great time in El Paso, and I've had a great time here with you looking at all this material. I really appreciate you coming along.